live.
I don't know what about that. Snickerdoodle in my mouth.
I'm going to confirm that was Snickerdoodle. So you're not yourself when you're not Snickerdoodle.
Right.
Why is it called a Snickerdoodle in the first place? It's got nothing to do with Snickers.
I don't know.
Maybe Snickerdoodles came before Snickers, though. So
maybe I don't know. I just know they taste really good.
They
One of
do.
my favorite cookies. So.
It's absolutely wonderful.
What is going on, everybody? Frankie here for the Bakersfield Gentleman with my brother Miguel here at Columbus Lounge, Bakersfield, California, guys. And we have some exciting news. As you guys know, today we begin our top 25 cigars of 2022. God, the camera's kind of high, yeah?
Looks good to me.
Think so?
You say these things after the fact. Every time. I'm going to go ahead and pour me some Jarritos.
So, Mike, will you talk to the people about what it took to get us here? Byron, how you doing?
Hey, Byron. It didn't.
I'm gonna start sharing.
Didn't take all that much. I mean, we drove over here. It's a pretty normal day. It was simple stuff. Got some work to do, some errands. Or you mean how we came with the list?
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah. Oh, how we came with the list. Oh, hey, Byron, how you doing? Leon, how you doing? Everybody out there. It was not easy. Hey, brother, how you doing? It was not an easy process. From I would say 35, maybe 40. Possibly 50 cigars that could have been included on this. And I think a lot of people would agree with how many good cigars came out. Not only this year, just how many good cigars are smoking this year. Despite the still recovering factories from the demand of during the pandemic, how many cigars were sold and needed during that, and then the increased volume that they were selling, whether it's the limited supplies that they had to work with and the workforce being lessened, either by people moving, or literally having parts of their factories closed down. I think a lot of people still did an amazing job with quality to match this quantity that we've all been enjoying so much lately. I mean, it can be a little like, okay, there's a plug in this one once in a while, but it's a human handmade product, and that has been expected since the very beginning. And I think it's minimized as much as possible, even during such a different time in the industry. It's not like the cigar boom of the 90s where it was throw out anything because you can get your name on it real quick. And it was popular, which is, it was a good thing because it did lead to a lot of great stuff coming out. This is a lot of great stuff coming out in mass together. And you see different takes on this industry from a lot of different backgrounds, which is absolutely phenomenal. And I hope that shows in the culmination of 25 cigars that we have chosen that represent what we feel were the best cigars of 2022, regardless if they came out this year in particular, but a lot of them are newer cigars. And more so, a lot of them are...
what group is this?
Boutique cigars. What group are you talking about?
Women, Whiskey, and Cigars.
What?
Yeah.
Women, Whiskey, and Cigars. Wow. Someone totally got us with that one. Anyway, I might have to join that. I don't know.
That's some infringement bullshit right there, man.
So just a caveat, guys. We do lean very heavy towards the boutiques. That's nothing new. Not saying that the bigger guys, those core brand companies, they don't have amazing things to offer as well. But the love, the passion, the dedication, the kind of flying by the edge of your seats. Like this is a difficult business to make money in. It's the same way they talk about a lot of things that are done almost solely by passion. It is how do you make $1 million in said industry, in cigar industry? Well, you start with $10 million, and then you make your million. It's really that situation where these guys are doing this because they love it, and it shows in these products, and it's going to show in what we show you today, off the very beginning of this list. And I'm very excited to get into this. I don't know if you are ready to or not.
I'm ready.
You're ready for this? Okay, guys. So do me a favor before we start sharing this top 25. We're doing 25, 24, 23, 22, and 21 today. Do me a favor and share this as well, guys. Let us know in the comments if you've had these before, if you're looking to try these, or if you've never even heard of some of them. I would love to hear your guys' opinion on them, especially if you have had them, where they would rank up for you amongst cigars. So
get into it.
This first one right here comes from a faraway company, almost like another country unto itself out there in New York City.
Number 20, New York.
No, it says New York City into the what do you call it, in the description. I put that in there for a reason because I did a whole spiel. Anyway, number 25 is going to be from our good friends over at Martinez Cigars, the Ricky Taki, which is their first line of the Bodega series, which came out this year in 2022 at the PCA. It is synonymous. Their take on this was supposed to be like those sandwiches you get at the bodegas across the city. Like New York City is littered with these little old mom and pop shops that are what people run. They run the city. All right. You got. But if you need something, you go to bodega. All right.
Right.
You need a good sandwich.
Bodegas.
Say it with us. Exactly. So you're looking at one of the first iterations that is supposed to be inspired by that feeling right there. This cigar that we are showing off right there, as you can see with that really cool artwork, it is a kind of spray paint tag artwork with an Ecuadorian Corojo wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan Lajero and Seco, and Dominican Lajero fillers. So it is going to be quite a bit of strength to that, quite a bit of earth, some good leatheriness, and it's a sweet finish on a very full strength cigar. So this is nothing to sneeze at right here as far as strength goes. I know it doesn't look that dark. Maybe it's just a picture, but it's not a lightweight.
Right.
It's quite a bit of strength to this cigar. Do you want to get into it a bit?
No, you said everything beautifully. Yeah, this is a more budget-friendly cigar. I believe they only come in like 5-packs.
Yes.
So it's definitely a good way to get into Martinez Cigars and try out what they're all about. Again, I believe they roll all their own cigars right there in New York. So if you're ever at their lounge, you can see them rolling stuff there. And they're fantastic people as well. So I'm happy that they were able to make our list.
100%. They do have rollers in New York, which is really cool. I can't wait to actually get to the lounge and the factory and check everything out firsthand. I haven't been to New York in such a long time, so that's going to be one of those moments that, like, we got to be there. We got to go check it out.
Right.
But until then, we can get a little bit of East Coast onto the West Coast with these Ricky Takis. That would be an absolutely blessing. Now, keeping the tradition going here, this next one is also going to be a boutique cigar. This is also coming from the East Coast, I believe, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. And it's coming from family.
It is.
So we might, I don't know if that makes us biased. I don't know if it makes us trying to get a little bit of favoritism there, because sometimes I need to see a doctor.
Right.
And sometimes I'm in pain. Like, what could I do about that?
You can use some anesthesia.
Like this?
Like that.
Boom. Number 24, guys. Now, the number 24, the anesthesia from GTO Cigars, our buddy Oscar Rodriguez, our cousin, way out there, 3 time zones away, but still doing amazing work, as is a lot of people on the East Coast. I know we they're hogging all the events and stuff, but it's because they are doing good work. I can't be bitter the entire time. And the offering we're showing today is actually the 8-year age Maduro, because these boxes come in a split of Maduro, and I believe it is a Connecticut.
I think so.
I think it's Connecticut and Maduro. Both are very nice, but when it comes to these situations, because a few of the cigars that we're going to mention will have their counterparts with different wrappers or a slightly different blend, perhaps, we are going to point out, at least wrapper-wise, which one we're going to choose. Maybe not always size-wise, but wrapper-wise for sure. In this case, was the Maduro.
Yeah, it uses, like I said, Asian Maduro wrapper. You guys, Dominican-grown Cuban seed binder and fillers from the Dominican Republic, and he uses aged Lajero in the filler as well. So this is a very robust cigar. It is one of my top 2 favorite cigars from GTO. This and the Painkiller, I think, are absolutely phenomenal. GTO is a smaller company, so if you guys haven't had a chance to try them, I would definitely recommend checking them out.
Going to want to.
Yeah, I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed the cigar, and this has been for a couple years now. So Oscar does some fantastic stuff, and I'm so happy he's made our list. So congratulations to GTO Cigars for the anesthesia, the number 24 cigar for 2022 for us, the Bakersfield Gentlemen.
I just wanted to tag them too real quick. Hey, Cam, how you doing, brother? And to all those watching right now, make sure I didn't miss any other comments. So yes, coming in really strong with 2 amazing boutique companies right there. And things that, again, let us know, guys, if you have had a chance to try these. If not, we got to get these guys on still so we can show them off a bit.
Mhm.
Let them tell you the full story. Um, we're just telling them from the side of enjoyment and that we think, and I think you deserve to know about these. They're great sticks. And the next one that we have on the list, this is actually one I think that you fought for it on here a lot because you had more than I have. So I'm kind of going to let you take the reign on this one. Do you want to give a little, or do you want me to show it off?
No, just show it.
Show it off?
Show
All
it.
right, great.
Show it.
All right, number 23.
So you guys, this is the Amor de Noche from Benavides Cigars. My first experience with Benavides cigars was you actually have the wrong
Oh my gosh.
definition there, bro. That's from the cigar I'm
Of
smoking.
course, yeah.
I'll get into it though. I'll get into it, not a problem. So my first experience with Benavides cigars was we were actually at a Drew Estate event, and his lovely rep was there, and she had actually we met her before. She was working with Cigar Ashtray, and she ended up becoming a rep for Benavides. And I was sitting down in one of the chairs, smoking my cigar, enjoying the event. And she's like, "Hey, you look familiar." I was like, "Oh, okay. Frankie, I do the Basic Gentleman Show." She's like, "Oh, yeah, I just met you at TV. I was helping him out for Cigar Ashtray." I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's right. Cool, awesome. What are you doing here?" She's like, "Well, I live nearby, and I just came to the event to kind of promote our cigars." And I was like, "Oh, what do you have?" So she showed me Benavides cigars, introduced me to the owner, and he gave me a bunch of cigars. I mean, he must have given me 10, 15 cigars. And I said, "Okay, I'll try them out. I'll let you know what I think." And the Amor de Noche actually comes in two versions. It comes in a Habano and a Maduro. Both of them I have smoked, and I lean more towards the Maduro. It is a fantastic cigar. It is chocolatey. It is rich. It is definitely what you could almost call a dessert cigar. It is absolutely fantastic. Benavides is, again, a smaller company, so not a whole lot of people may know about them. But if you guys do have any questions about Benavides cigars, let me know, and maybe I'll get the rep on and she can explain more about them to you guys, because I really think even if you don't go with the Amor de Noche, Habano, or Maduro, there are more cigars in their line that I have enjoyed thoroughly. And you guys have seen them posted on our Instagram and on our Facebook, because I have really, really enjoyed the cigars. So definitely want to do some more work with Benavides. And I think for them being our first time trying them this year, them cracking the list at 23 is a fantastic job, guys.
That is the right blend, though. That's the one that you sent me. So that's correct. The other part as well.
Yeah, this says Basilica, and this is number 21.
Yeah, no, I know that. But if you want to read out the blend,
the
blend is right.
The Nicaraguan Criollo wrapper, Nicaraguan Criollo binder, and fillers from Nicaragua with Seco, Criollo, Rojo, Viso, and Lajero.
So there's a lot
every part of the plant, guys.
Just put it on in there, because that is kind of some impressive work right there. I do like that a lot. Richard, got it. Yeah, good. Glad you got it, brother. And Jeff, how you doing? Sorry I missed your comment earlier, but yeah, good to see you. Good afternoon. Let me get to the next one. So the next one, back up here. This is actually, what do you call it? A hard one to choose, because it is one of those cigars that has the variants come in the sizes, and it made it so difficult to choose which one. But I think we made the right call right here. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this one, and this is the J. London. The cigar on there, the picture itself, I just really like that one, so I use that. But we are doing the Pyramide size, which is a luxury cigar club exclusive. When you got those two kind of good companies, when you have just a bunch of really smart guys coming together to put something that they both want their name on, you know it's going to be good. You have an aged Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper over another wrapper grade Ecuadorian Connecticut binder, and 3 to 4 year aged Dominican fillers. You're going to have something very good. It's very smooth, a little bit of pepperiness. It's everything I want from an Ecuadorian Connecticut, and it's very elegant. I think that's the best word I can describe this entire thing. The wrapper is perfectly silky. It is just one of those cigars that makes you feel a little classier while you're smoking it. And even though I got a scorpion on my shirt, I can definitely feel classy while I'm smoking this still.
Now, a lot of people call it a more inexpensive Atabey. That's the way I've heard it described. Now, don't get me wrong. This is still an expensive cigar. I believe out here in California, they go from $18 to $25, depending on the size that you get, which is about $10 to $12 more inexpensive than an Atabey. It is a very good cigar. I have enjoyed every single one I've gotten from Jay London. That's got to meet the man behind the brand. He's a fantastic person, and I'm really happy to put him on the list here, number 22 this year. So congratulations to Jay London. And you guys will see a few more cigars that we've gotten through Lug Cigar Club on this list. So,
that's true.
Lug Cigar Club is a fantastic place to source your cigars if you're looking for something new or something interesting to try out.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you have that paperwork right there. Yeah, you can show. So there's just so much. There's so much that they do, I think, in the industry as far as like not just showing out rare or unique cigars, but cigars you can also get your hands on again. That's the thing that I really like. I love getting unique cigars. Don't get me wrong, but when I can't get them again, it bums me out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if I really, really enjoy this thing, and then there's no chance to get it again? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
It hurts the heart.
So up next, you guys, is the cigar I'm actually smoking right now. The J. London Miguel is actually smoking right now. This comes from Castagni. This is the Basilica. This is the C1. Castagni's been in the game for a long time. They're still a boutique company. They've been in the game for a long time. This cigar actually uses a Brazilian wrapper with a 2-binder system of Nicaraguan and Dominican, and a 3-country blend of fillers with the Dominican, the Nicaraguan, and Peruvian.
That's impressive. When I saw that, I actually was a little confused because I've had that before, and it makes sense once you smoke it and read that at the same time. Geez, there's a lot of complexity going on there.
That's a perfect word for this one, Miguel. Extremely complex cigar. I know we have on there, it has the citrus notes, and this is one much like the La Bijou that I actually pick out the citrus notes from. Yes. It also has the chocolate in there, the dark chocolate in there, a bit of spice, not too much spice and earth. It is an absolutely fantastic cigar. I'm actually surprised we did not have this one a little bit higher. I could have easily seen this one going in 15 spot. But we had a compromise between the two of us. And again, this one did come from Lug Cigar Club. So there you go, back-to-back Lug Cigar Club cigars.
Yeah.
And this came in the Palladium box from last month. And it is absolutely fantastic. It is just decadent and rich, you guys. This is another one, much like the Benavides Amor de Noche, that I can enjoy after a long day, after a hearty meal as a dessert cigar, because to me it's just that fantastic. Kind of creamy to it as well, and just rich. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and there is another option on this one. It was the I believe it's the C1 Maduro. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the one. Again, this is one of those situations. Both are great. Do not get me wrong. It's just very sooner or later we've got to draw the line somewhere. And I think you made the right call. I think you picked the Cooper on this one, as far as the differentiations between the two. And because Castagni's got a lot of great cigars in the lineup anyway. It could have been a number of the other ones. I mean, Daughters of the Wind, it's freaking phenomenal. I'm really glad we went with that guy, though. I think that was an excellent call.
Me too. It is a wonderful cigar. And you're going to see as we go on why I said that, I could have seen this one going higher, but it's really hard for us to do that because there's a lot of fantastic cigars on this list.
It's not slowing down anytime.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's just cigar after cigar on this list are absolutely fantastic. And this Basilica C1 or 1C, however you want to call it, is definitely not a sleeper. This is one you guys should definitely try. Get on over to Lug Cigar Club, order yourself a 5-pack, try one when you get it, stash away the rest of them, let them rest for a while, go back to it in a couple months. Fantastic cigar, you guys. Absolutely fantastic.
I 100% agree with that. I think, definitely get yourself some. I would recommend getting a little bit from all these guys, even if you don't go with our particular choices, to try out those new companies. You can explore for yourself. Maybe there's a different wrapper you see that they have, or a different size offering that might pique your interest more. The fact is, just try out those new companies, especially if you haven't, maybe you're from California and you haven't heard of Martinez before, because it's not really well established out here yet.
Correct.
But the goal is get our asses some friggin' Martinez out here, or you are in the local area. You already know all the GTO cigars. Maybe you're in that area, so you already know. Shoot, let us know what you like. Let us know which ones you enjoy out there.
Absolutely,
it's the best part about this. As much as I can say these are my top 25, I know there's a lot of other cigars I love out there.
Yeah,
almost breaks my heart.
And the thing that we try to do with our list is we only try to have one from every company.
Yes.
Because I could have easily put in 2 or 3 Cavalier cigar on there. Maybe 2 or 3 Georgia State cigars on there.
Yeah.
2 or 3 Foundation cigars on there. 2 or 3 Sinistros on there. Roma Craft, Aganorsa. I mean, there are just so many companies where you can have multiple cigars in that top 25 list. But we wanted to make sure we only give a wide range of cigars for you guys to see. So we went with one per company. And, of course, our cigars are not on this list because that would not be fair.
No, it was it's a moral decision. We do another list called the actual top 10 cigars of the year, and it's actually just a tie for first 10 times. And this year it is the California Dream Volume 2. It was no contest. I did a blind tasting of 10 of them, and I loved every one of them. So
fantastic.
Really, yeah.
Fantastic.
Speaking of which, Richard said he got his, but he also says that we're doing a top 10 list of 25 tequilas to chug. Now, tequila, I don't know how to rate them exactly. I know which ones I prefer, but I just enjoy tequila so much. I don't know if I could really pin them above each other. There are some that are definitely like, man, this is going to be way up there if we actually did that. But I don't even know if I drink 25 different tequilas. I will. Don't get me wrong. That's not the issue. It's just my go-tos are my go-tos.
Right.
And it usually is a very small list compared to the cigar list, which has gotten maybe out of hand. It continues to grow. There probably could be a different cigar every day of the year.
Oh, easily.
And not run into a new one until next January.
Easily.
Yeah. So that is a tough call. If we did a top 10 alcohols, I think that would be easier. Like include a section of bourbon, tequila, or whiskeys.
You could probably just do your top 3 of each one.
Yeah, I wouldn't put them in order. I would just okay, these are the 3 best in my opinion.
Yeah.
The 3 best gins, 3 best tequilas, 3 best such and such. Keep it going. So I think that makes more sense. Yeah, I like that idea.
Absolutely.
That could be a good episode. Let's try that out.
Yeah. All right, guys. This is a quick show today because we're just releasing these cigars. Going to be the same Friday. And again, next Wednesday, we'll go back to some more. Friday, we'll get the last of the list, with Wednesday finishing up with our number 1 cigar of the year.
Love the red background, even in the chat box. Okay, cool. All right, good. I actually removed that a while back for the more streamlined, just a red stripe with black. So if people like that, I'm going to keep that on. Thank you, Gracie. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, like you said, we'll be back Friday. Enjoy your Christmas, guys, if we don't see you Friday. But I think really strongly urge that you tune in Friday because we're going to go from 20 down to 16. So the next 5, again, 5 at a time until we get down to the end of the list. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So bear with us. And I think that should give you some time to maybe not get some of these in just yet because shipping right now it's a beast. But maybe find some in your local area.
Yeah.
I want to say these ones might be a little more difficult because they're just they are boutique companies, but never hurts to call around, just ask, and maybe you can smoke it with us. Maybe for Patreon, we should put out the 5 the day before or something.
Oh, that might be a good idea.
So they know what to expect.
I like that, actually. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay, so we will have
we'll do that.
Our little comment cards properly done this time for Patreon members ahead of time. Maybe the morning of we'll do it for Facebook supporters.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you guys watching with us. I would love to hear your feedback on these. Hit up those companies for some info. They definitely love to talk to you guys too. So don't feel like you can't reach out to these guys. A lot of them are unbelievably approachable. Down from our buddy James. No one knows that guy. No one knows James. They won't want to talk to Coleman anyway. All the way up to Fuente will answer your messages from time to time too when he has a chance. Right? Literally, the industry is a very welcoming place. So don't feel weird reaching out to people. All right?
Fine. Totally understand. Don't you worry. Even if you can't smoke a cigar, if you want to watch for a minute, we would appreciate it. And big thanks to our sponsors, Artista Cigars and Cigar Heritage Festival. Without their support, it'd be a lot harder to do this show. So thank you to both of our sponsors.
100%.
And, of course, thank you to the Patreon people and the Facebook supporters.
And everyone who buys cigars. The more cigars you buy, the more we can do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. You guys want to get a hold of California Dream Volume 2, hit me up. It is a huge help for the show. And for the big plans we have for 2023, it's going to be a full contact kind of year. So I am unbelievably excited for it. You'll have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you Friday.
See you guys Friday.